The stages involved in HCPC registration is what we'll be talking about in this video. First off, what is HCPC? HCPC is known as Health and Care Professions Council. So as the name implies, they are a council which are involved in regulating and registering 15 professions in the UK. So once you are assessed and registered by HCPC, you will have the right to practice as a professional in the United Kingdom, which includes England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. So there are 15 professions, as I said, which are regulated. Professions include art therapist, biomedical scientist, chiropractic or podiatrists, clinical scientists. They are let's say like a biochemist. If you have the experience working in a laboratory or in a research aspect, you could check the requirements on the HCPC website to be assessed, which will enable you to be assessed as a clinical scientist. They also regulate dietitian, hearing aid dispenser, occupational therapist, operating department practitioner, orthoptist, paramedic, I hope I got that right, physiotherapist, practitioner psychologist, prosthetist, orthotist, radiologist, speech and language therapist. These are actually the 15 professions that are being regulated. Getting on the register, the stages involved, what are actually needed to be done. Us through the stages that are involved for international applicants. As you can see here, we have guidelines on if you are a UK applicant, you're doing a UK application. And UK applicants, what I mean by that is that not that you are studying in UK automatically, maybe you're doing your masters as an international student right now, you want to assess by HCPC using your degree certificate, your undergraduate degree certificate. Then you will say, okay, you're a UK applicant. No, UK application means you undergo your undergraduate degree in the United Kingdom, you got your degree there. But for international application, there are some few things you need to know. Prior to now, the application of HCPC is actually done through paperwork, that is sending your documents to them through DH. Now it has totally gone online, so everything is done online. So first stage of what we need to know is eligibility to apply for registration. You need to know if you are eligible. You need to ensure that you are eligible to apply as an international applicant. International applicants are those that did not get their undergraduate degree from the United Kingdom. You study outside the UK. Under the international application routes, to be eligible, you must have undergone training in one of the relevant professions outside of the UK, as I said earlier. So I told you about the 15 professions, so you go through and see if your profession is there, then you are eligible to apply. If you have not previously been registered with HCPC, then you are eligible to apply. Before completing the application form or going ahead to register, you need to read the standards of proficiency for your profession, the standard of conduct, performance and ethics, the standard of continuing professional development. So you need to sit down and try to read these three important vital informations in order to go ahead and apply. After knowing your eligibility, now you need to know the documents that you need to prepare and certify. Once you get all these documents right, they need to be certified. Why are they being certified? They are certified because it shows that it proves to them that your documents are genuine. They are not fake. They are not gotten in a fake manner. They are not doctored. So that is why you need to certify Then so before applying, you need to know the document, prepare your document. Document preparation could take a while depending on where you study or depending on so many factors. When I give my own testimony, my story on how I got to register with HCPC, how I got the job and everything, you will see. So the first document you need to get is proof of identity and address. So this document is needed in order to prove where you are staying, where your location, where you are presently. So verifying your identity, you must provide us with a certified copy, your current passport or national identity card, identification card. Yes, your international passport, it's what they mean by your current passport, and your national identification card. And you could get that of the plastic printout, like a good the original printout. You know, in Nigeria where I'm from, we have the paper printout. That is what we usually get, like a temporary form. But now it is online, where you can you can go on the website of NIN and get your permanent printout. One of the following documents showing your full name and current address. So after your international passport or your NIN, you need to also get documents showing your full name and current address. So what I use during this could include household utility bill for electricity, gas, water, but this is actually applicable to those in the United Kingdom. A current full driving license is also applicable to those in United Kingdom or another EEA state or Switzerland. A bank, building society, credit card or mortgage statement which is no more than 6 months old. PDF online statements are not accepted. A local government tax bill, e.g. council tax, those ones I think they are applicable to those living currently in the UK. But the one I use that I would actually recommend, I would strongly recommend, is a bank statement. And the bank statement shouldn't be more than 6 months old. They do not accept, they cannot accept the online printout. So just go to the bank. It's something you can get instantly. Go to the bank, request for your bank statement, and you are going to get it immediately. Name and name change. If your application is made in a name which differs from that of your identity document, you will need to provide us with a certified copy of the document which is laid. For instance, if you're married and your international passport carries your maiden name, the name you bear before marriage, and maybe you've changed your name now but you've not effect that change on your international passport, you will need to give an affidavit, show your marriage certificate, show your I think once you're married and you want to do change of name, there's this newspaper printout stuff. Show it, send it as well. Add it to your documents. Get court affidavit to show that okay, you are the original owner of this document. Now to certifying your documents. After getting all these documents, so the document you also need, it's not limited to that. That is just to prove your proof of address. Then the next document is course information form and professional qualification certificate. This course information form can be gotten on the website. On this website there's a place where you click, and yes, this is it here. Just click it, download it, and you would go ahead and fill it. So this course information form, you can get a copy from maybe a person that has previously filled it from your institution, the same department, the same profession. Fill it up and take it to the school yourself and get it signed and stamped by your head of department. That will be easier. But there are some schools that will accept to fill it on your behalf, but I feel that would take a long process if I'm not mistaken. But if that would work for your school, try it out, send it to them, let them fill it. And the information provided should include details of your course content, yes, the number of your theory. So what I would advise here is you get your syllabus, your department syllabus, get it and use it to fill this course information form. So they need the number of theoretical practical hours, the assessment method used. Everything is in your syllabus. So once you get your syllabus, you can use soft copy, you can use hard copy. Just get it from your department and fill it. Some people might be like, oh, it's been a while I left school, how will I get? Just try to contact someone in your school. If you cannot contact anybody, go there yourself, or let someone go there for you. Go to the department, get soft copy, is easy to get, and you use it to fill. Then the other documents you need is professional qualification certificate, which is your degree certificate. That we need to be certified as well. Then you need certificate of English language proficiency. So the certificate of English language is just to prove the effective ability you have to communicate well in English. For English proficiency test, we have IELTS, TOEFL, OETS, if I'm not mistaken, PTE. So for HCPC, I think they accept IELTS and TOEFL, but your TOEFL must not be taken in the UK. It has to be outside of the UK. As you can see, it here is an instruction, so let's just follow it and you'll be fine. So all profession except speech and language therapists, we need this score. So all other profession on that list of 15 professions should target the score IELTS score of 7.0 with no minimum below 6.5 in each section. Then TOEFL as well, internet based, score of 100 all over 120. That is it. So for speech and language therapists, you have to have 8.0 with nothing below 7.5 in each section. Then TOEFL 118 all over 120. There is exception to this. If you're a native English speaker for whom English is their first language, for instance, a national of Switzerland applying national of Switzerland, maybe you're a native English speaker, you don't need this English test. If your first language is not English, you need to take the English exam. For instance, for Nigeria, because I'm a Nigerian, in Nigeria all our studies from primary to secondary to tertiary, they're all in English language. So you could categorize yourself as being having your English as a first language. So then you provide a proof of English instead of writing the exam. So the proof is you get a English proof of English knowledge certificate from your school. Just go to your registrar or admin department, get that. It will get arranged for you. Then you can use that as your proof of English language proficiency. Those are the documents. So you see, they are not really that much documents. So those are the basic documents that you need. Now to certifying your documents. As I said earlier on, certifying, you need to certify your documents, and this needs to be done correctly. Anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. Once you follow these steps, trust me, everything will go smoothly and you get your document yourself registered with the HCPC. Photocopies of everything, of all the documents. Then you show the original to the person who is certifying your document. Then you ask the person certifying the document to write on the copy. That's a photocopied one. I certify that this is a true copy of the original document seen by me. So this statement should be stated where they're going to sign and stamp. So followed by their signature and the date, their name, professional title, and contact details. So that is how to certify your document. So then you scan the certified copy and upload it. The certification must be handwritten. Yes, not that something they will type. No, has to be handwritten. So the person certifying document must be a person of standing in the community. Most individuals who hold position of professional responsibility are considered as a person of standing. So when they say a person of standing, not that you say, oh, maybe the president or the senator. No. So examples of these people, just use this example. Use these people and you'll be okay. In case you don't have access to a SAN, you could use a registered health and care professionals. Registered health and care professionals could be a doctor, someone who have their name on a seal. Do you understand? On a stamp. That would be the best. Like, you know, each head of department have stamp, if I'm right. So they have their name inscribed on it. So that would be perfect. Professionals such as lawyers, solicitors, accountants, notaries. So that is it. Teachers and lecturers, bank managers, investment managers, stockbrokers, officers in the British Armed Forces, justice of the peace, consular officers or other judicial officers, those in the parliament, religious officials such as ministers of the Church of England, rabbis, imams and other stuff. It would be very good if they have their name on the stamp, but if not, let them just follow the instruction given, the certified signature and date, the certified name, professional title and contact details. That is what is needed to certify your document. Then the next stage is providing translation. For those that they didn't study using English language as a means of study, you need to provide a translation for your certificates. If you're applying from abroad, the British Embassy, Consulate or High Commission may be able to help you find a translator. Yes, you can go to the British Embassy in your country. You can just look for a translator. But if you're in the UK, maybe you are doing your masters and you have your degree is not in English, you can go to the embassy, to your own embassy in the UK, so that they can find a translator that will translate your documents. Then after that, after certifying your documents, then you can go ahead and upload, scan all your documents. All your documents should be scanned and saved. I would advise saving it in PDF. Then you have it on your system, on your flash, and those are ready to certify. Bear in mind, do not certify you don't need to certify your course information form. That is the only document that you don't need to certify. All other documents you need to certify. Your proof of address, degree certificate, everything you need to certify them. Bank statement, I certify my bank statement. Although it was stamped and signed in the bank, but I still certify it. So the last and final stage is how to apply via the international application route. So that is application done online. So after you've gotten all your documents, your document has been translated and all, you are good to go. You are set to start applying online. So in my next video, I will be making I'll be taking us through how to register online and get the application done. So after you apply online, you give it a while, then you get your then you get yourself registered. You need to pay some fees in order to be registered. So everything I'll discuss, everything you need to, after sending your documents, registering online, making the online registration, then you would need to pay a scrutiny. There's a section after submitting, it will take you to the payment section. That is for scrutiny fee. So this scrutiny fee is like, okay, you are ready to pay so that they can start processing your documents. You make the payment, they will then they will send a message to your email address that has been received. Then they'll go ahead and start processing your documents. Then they'll contact your referee, and if your referees can give a response on time, they will then go ahead and move to the next stage. After you are done assessing your document without no problem, you will be contacted to pay for your registration fee. So that registration fee is what will get you name placed on the register. If you do not pay on time, the link will still be there. But for the scrutiny fee link, I think it has expiration date. I think 72 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how it is. During my time I did paper application, but for the online application it should be applicable. I'm not too sure, but 72 hours. If the link, if you are trying to pay again and the link is not active, you can just put a call through to them. So I would advise you don't need to have all the money before you start. As you can see, the process is a little bit you could say it's a little bit much. It's not that much, but you need to put in some work. You need to gather some documents. You understand what I mean? So while you are gathering this, while you are looking at it, that I don't really have this much, how do I go about it? Just start gathering your document. That was what I did. I didn't have money. I just started gathering document. Your document will not expire. The only one that they don't want you to get for a long is the bank statement. That's the proof of address. So it shouldn't be older than 6 months as they instructed. So get all your documents ready. With time you save, and before you know it, you'll be able to get the money for the scrutiny fee. And once the scrutiny fee, I think after paying the scrutiny fee, the process, the assessors, like when they're assessing your document and everything, takes a maximum of 3 months now. Yes, for the online application, maximum of 3 months you will be registered. So within that 3 months you also get money for registration fee, if you know what I mean. So while you are looking for the money for scrutiny fee, don't just relax and say I've not gotten the money, let me just hold on. No, try to get all your documents ready, certified, then you go ahead. And the last document that you might want to get, maybe as the last one, is the bank statement, because of the time frame given, that it shouldn't be more than 6 months. So I hope this video has I've been able to elaborate on the stages involved in HCPC registration as an international applicant, that is if you're staying you.